Duel Review is brought to you by NexusDigitalComics.com. Hey everybody, welcome to Tuesday the 13th. Today we are going to be doing Bastard.
With 2 exclamation points.
Bastard! I'm RJ.
And I'm Nick.
Let's get to it. Today is Tuesday, September 13th, and we're going to be taking a look at the anime Bastard.
Hey, Macarena.
I'm perplexed.
Yeah, okay.
Did the bastard do the Macarena?
He did. He was actually really good at it.
That's why it was relevant.
Yes.
Okay, thank you.
I don't think he really did.
No.
Although music does play a huge point in this. There's a lot of heavy metal references in this. The creator was just a huge metal fan and actually started off as a manga in... Oh, I didn't write down... 1988. I didn't write it down. It's right there.
Score one from Nick.
So it started off as a manga in 1988. There's like 26 issues or something like that, and still ongoing, just not as, consistently, I suppose. So yeah, there's a lot of heavy metal references that a lot of people may not know because the English version, they kind of changed the names a little bit. For example, Megadeth is now changed to Megadeth. Megadeth being D-E-T-H at the end, and then they changed it to Megadeth with the A. They just threw the A. My favorite is White Snake, the heavy metal band White Snake, became Whiteo Snako, or something like that.
Wow, I
Snakey?
totally missed any of these references.
Whiteo Snakey, or something. Anyways, so it follows Dark Snyder, and he's a conqueror. He wants to rule the world. He wants all the women in the world for himself, because he's that kind of guy. But then the high priest kind of nearly beats him, but he kind of traps himself inside the body of a child, and then the priest conceals him in that so that the consciousness doesn't take over. So essentially, Dark Snyder is imprisoned for as long as he can be. And then a greater force emerges with huge armies, and the high priest has no choice but to release Dark Snyder into the world to... I guess it's the lesser of two evils. They know that they can trap Dark Snyder.
Well, it's the enemy you know.
Right. It's the enemy you know. That's a better phrase. Thank you. It's the enemy you know. I'm gonna write that down. So they know that they can trap Dark Snyder. Don't look at me like that. They know that they can trap Dark Snyder, and so they release him so that he can form his army, take down the bad guy, and before he goes on a conquering rampage, essentially, re-imprison him.
Well, I think they're also counting on the fact that maybe he'll be a little grateful. I don't know.
They might be, but he's not going to.
I think they're basically, last resort.
Dark Snyder, which Dark Snyder is actually a reference to a metal band too.
Is it?
It is.
So, let's hear how they break the seal.
Let's not.
And what's required. Why not?
Do we have to?
What do you mean, do we have to?
I
In the anime.
I forgot how it happens.
You forgot?
Yeah.
It takes the purity of the girl.
Oh, right.
And it's heavily suggested at the beginning that maybe she has to sleep with this boy.
Yeah,
release.
that's right.
But it turns out to be just a kiss, thank goodness.
Yeah.
But it's still, like, if I could roll my eyes any harder.
Well, I completely forgot about that.
So lame.
I must have purposefully forgot about that.
So anyway, yes, the chastity and purity of the daughter of the
Right, I think it's the daughter of the priest, yeah.
Right, and she's one of those magical anime women that have the face of a child and the body of a really well-endowed grown woman.
Which is essentially all animes.
So to me, it's creepy.
It is creepy.
So anyway, she smooches this little boy, and thank goodness it wasn't more. But then, he turns into
Dark Snyder.
And Dark Snyder is a bastard.
He is a bastard.
Which apparently that's all the name has to do with it. He's just kind of a dick.
Yeah, he is kind of a dick.
Kind of a bastard. And he's got white hair and lots of
right.
bravado Roboto.
Roboto.
What's the name? What's that term?
Roboto.
Roboto, right? He's very verbose.
Yeah, Roboto, yeah. Sorry, I was like, Roboto.
Arigato, Mr. Roboto.
I was like, what? Yeah, Verbato. You're right.
He's
He's
verbose.
very verbose.
Verbose. And, yeah, I don't know. It's just kind of, he has, there's some illusion in the anime, and I haven't read the mangas. There's some illusion in the anime. They allude to the fact that because he's in this boy, the boy has some influence over him, and that's why he's not so horrible when he's left out this time, because he does actually, he wants to protect the girl, even though he says it's just because she's a woman and all women are mine.
Yeah.
But, you can definitely see there is some care that he has.
Oh, maybe he's never loved before.
So lame. I'm sorry.
You're right. So the anime came to my attention. The reason I got it was because of all the metal references, and I was like, oh my god, they're giving like a nod into something that I enjoy. Why shouldn't I look at it? And while I did enjoy some of the visuals, it was fairly interesting. The story and the plot and just everything else about it was kind of, the manga was better. I mean, the manga actually finished. This one was canceled.
Yeah, the art style is kind of typical, and I guess there's some okay characters, like the Ninja Master, but that brings me to the fact that the Ninja Master is a carbon copy of Berserk. The guy from Berserk, which I can't remember his name right now. Berserk. But take out the big sword, and it's him. Mm-hmm. So I'm not sure which one was done first, but I have a really sneaking suspicion that this was done afterwards. The art style is okay. It's typical of the time.
Right.
So yeah, I think he kind of heavily borrowed from other things, and I don't know if this guy had this idea like when he was sleeping or something, or what.
He was in the middle of watching something, and then he fell asleep, and
he
then
apparently
he came
didn't realize how cheesy and retarded it was.
Right. Visually.
Sorry, I don't mean to rag on it because you like this film.
I do for the most. I like the idea of it. Basically, they all have magical powers. I like the idea of bringing back the known evil. And to fight off the unknown evil.
Yeah, but it could have been so much darker.
You're right. It definitely could have, but I think this was during the time when they were trying to make anime more for kids.
Oh, I would hope not. I would hope not this one.
Yeah, this one wasn't
really kid
friendly.
Although there's no real.
Yeah.
He does have kind of a thing with this elf.
Yeah.
And that's shown a little bit, but other than that, it's fairly clean. But still, it's very not for kids.
Well, I also liked watching the magic spells and Dark Snyder's quest to form his 4 horsemen or the 4 riders. What was it? He was trying to reunite his 4 riders and then gain the army to fight off the other army.
I must have missed that part too, because I don't remember. Is that explained more in the manga? Because all I know is that he would beat them and then they would kind of join him, but he didn't ever say anything about Dark Horse Riders that I remember.
Oh, maybe it was more in the manga.
So maybe this was just kind of a loose, portrayal.
Possibly.
Anyway, yeah. I don't know. I can't necessarily, recommend it.
Yeah, I would say that if it's on Netflix or something like that, just to watch it because the manga is actually fairly decent. But then it doesn't have the cool soundtrack.
Well, it's not very long. And what else did they do? Do you know? Did they? Are these like from the creators of?
No, there's just a guy.
Just a guy.
It's
just a guy.
Yeah. So I think the consensus here after talking out loud about the anime is it's not that great.
Yeah, we don't always talk about these things beforehand, so we're not always sure.
And I liked it, and I remember liking it. And now that you're bringing up points that I'm like, wait, why did I like this? Questioning myself.
That's the way I was with what was it? Oh, Hunter the Reckoning. And I mean, there's just things that you remember fondly.
Hunter the Reckoning was actually pretty fun to play.
Back in the day, not now.
Well,
anyway. Okay, well, that's Looking Bastard. Can't win them all, guys. Okay.
Hopefully this has been entertaining in spite of the fact that, it was not that great of a show.
People love seeing people rag on other people.
People and people and people.
People love people ragging on other people.
Or something.
I can't believe I paraphrased a Barbra Streisand song.
Did you?
Kill me. Oh well, I'm not going to complain.
Yeah, you're up by like 100 points. How many episodes have we had? Apparently 101.
I think it's like 52 now.
Then how are you up by 100 points?
I'm magic, just like Dark Schneider.
Hopefully not.
Schneider! All women are mine.
Alright, let's see. Guns N' Roses is Guns N' Row. Anthrax is Anthrasax. And Metallicana, which I guess is the state of Metallica, has become Metaricana. Oh, and Halloween is Harrowing, but that's a spell. And Venom is Venom. Thanks for that. And there's like 100 other things,
On this week's Focal Point, we play with Transformers. On today's Duel review, we take a look at Bastard. Bastard! 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 Bastard.
Bastard.
I'm done.
You want an energy drink?
Okay, so rainbows. Today we're going to be talking about double rainbows. Alright, today is Tuesday, September 12th. We're going to be talking about the anime Bastard. You're responsible for this one. So why don't you take it away?
Okay.
Take it away, Nick. Every time. You did this one and I have nothing to say, so go ahead.